Dustin is the head of household. Who will he nominate for eviction? Find out now on Big Brother Cheesecake 8 Political Bait. Hello, I'm Andrew Shevsik Moonves. Welcome to Big Brother Cheesecake 8 Political Bait. It's day 52 inside the Big Brother Cheesecake house, and this week Dustin is the head of household for the fourth time in 5 weeks. Who will he nominate for eviction? We'll find out shortly. But first, it's time to get to our daily feature, the Jimmy Carter update, and I can reveal that at 9:02 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Thursday, February 23rd, Jimmy Carter is alive! Well done, Jimmy. That's 5 days in a row. Apparently, it made the news that his great-grandchildren put on some juggling show for him in hospice care. Listen, if I'm on my deathbed and you send in some kids to juggle around some balls, unless it's Dustin juggling his own balls, but if it's kids juggling like other balls, I'm just gonna pull the plug. I can't. Don't do that to me. Bring me my Starbucks and my Dunkin' Donuts and my Olive Garden so that I can eat a nice last meal before you pull the plug. Anyway. Also, I did not know that Rosalind Carter is still alive. She's 95. They got married in 1946. That means they've been married for 76 years. That is insane. Married in 1946, and they both lived 76 years later. He's 98 and she's 95. But unfortunately, the same thing is going to happen to them as with the Bush couple, the older Bush couple, where Barbara Bush will pass first, and then within a year, George H.W. Bush passed, because when a couple, usually a man and a woman, but two men and two women as well, when one of them dies after being married for decades, the other one dies of a broken heart. So I'll never forget when Barbara Bush passed, and it was her funeral, and they showed George H.W. Bush crying, which actually, I'm not making light of it. It actually made me oh, and I almost teared up. I knew that it was just a matter of time, and I think he died within a year because he just, he didn't know life without Barbara. And, who else does he have left? His son, George W. I cannot tell a lie. I really thought they were weapons of mass destruction. Anyway, okay, so, but yeah, we'll find out. 5 days in a row, I'm very impressed. Okay, Big Brother Canada announced, first of all, Big Brother Canada 11 is back Wednesday, March 8th, and they announced that they are not going to have live feeds this year, but some dilly-daddle company, whatever, Ding Dongs or us, is going to have the best of the live feeds. And I'm just like, this is just ridiculous. I mean, it's Big Brother. It's about the live feeds. I mean, you may as well give the house guests their phone at this point. I mean, it's unreal. They already got rid of After Dark, which was just 3 hours of unaired raw footage from the live feeds. And now they get rid of the live feeds, and it's clearly just to save money. And to make sure that the house guest says something controversial, it doesn't get blown up on social media. But also, I think it's really to save money. The head of household in Big Brother Canada cannot play in the veto, which I'm convinced is to save money. Because if you can't have, if you cut it down from 6 arts and craft stations to 5 arts and craft stations, or 6, pie eating stations down to 5 pie eating stations, you save money. And I'm convinced that this is the same thing. It's just a ploy to save money. And Arissa Cox has said she doesn't like it, the host. But she's also the executive producer, but I hate to say it, I don't think she actually really makes the big decisions there. I think she was made executive producer because everybody liked her, and so it was nice to have a popular face on the show. But Aaron Brock, the other senior manager, whatever, she makes the real decisions. I don't think Arissa's as involved as people actually think. But anyway, we'll see. It's tough because after I masturbate before I go to bed, I like watching the feeds and just listening. It's good, easy listening. It's like that noise for people who have the tinnitus or whatever, tinnitus, and they need that, like, what's that white noise? The live feeds are great for that. I can really fall asleep to people talking about, their favorite kind of pie. So, yeah. And I'll still never forget. So, the best feeds ever, in my opinion, was actually Big Brother 14. Because every single night, the house guests would go outside and they would shoot the shit in the backyard. They would talk about movies, politics, real life, relationships, whatever. And that cast, even though the season itself was I was happy for Ian, but the season was so-so. But that was what I wanted to see. I liked seeing the interaction. I liked seeing people just talking to each other. And so Big Brother 14, I loved the live feeds. I watched it every night. And I'll never forget when Brittany ended up on the block after Dan's funeral, and Danielle was beside herself, and she was all, ah! And Brittany was like, you're going to have to be friends with Jen now. You're going to have to talk to Jen about, what's on sale at Hot Topic. And, what kind of knives are the best to sharpen. And how you can cut yourself with them. And, what the different shades of black. And so, yeah. So it was, I love the live feeds, and they should bring it back, or they should keep them. But I do think this is a direction that even US is going to go under, because most of the people are just casual viewers who watch the show, in my opinion. Okay, so, and this means also we won't even know who won the competitions in advance. Oh, that's going to piss me off, because they made the episodes Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So if the head of household is not crowned on Thursday, then we, the viewers, have to wait all the way until Tuesday to figure out who the new head of household is. And by then in the house, the veto ceremony is already done. That's a big load of bullshit. I don't like that at all. That pisses me off now. Shit. Oh, well. Okay, so the house itself was pretty quiet yesterday. After Glow was evicted, that definitely left a big hole in the house. Glow did put in a 10-minute video, which she sent to the house guests, and she sent in the jury chat. And I sent it in the alumni chat. If anybody wants to watch it, I'll send it to you if you don't have the link. But Glow put in a 10-minute video where she basically told everyone off, which, hilarious. But the only problem is, she constantly put down Curtis. So now, if I'm in the house, I'm thinking, well, if I take Curtis to the end, Glow's not going to vote for him. So when you put somebody down, it encourages house guests to drag them to the end. When you pump somebody up, like she was saying good things about Jonathan and Dustin and Gina, it encourages people to get rid of them. So she's actually having kind of the reverse effect of what she wants. Unless she's lying in them, but I think that she doesn't, she knows how to do that, but I don't think that's what she was doing. I loved when she said I was the most strategical person, spelled with C-A-L at the end, strategical. I also loved at the very end when she sang Jonathan a song, and when she took 7 seconds to figure out how to push the off button, you could tell in her head she was like, damn it, how do I? God damn it! It was funny. But I love you, Glow. I watched all of it from beginning to end. I swear. I swear it's the truth. You're going to know what that means tomorrow when you watch Extra Wit. Okay, so yes, it was a quiet day. I do want to reflect so far what I'm really liking about this season. And I think I said this maybe I didn't say it in a former episode, but I'm really liking the fact that it's not this side of the house hates that side of the house. In previous seasons, I used to love that. Big Brother US Season 6 was notorious for that, with the Nerd Herd versus the Sovereign. But a lot of seasons of Big Brother lately, especially Big Brother Cheesecake, have been this side of the house hates that side of the house. This season, I did talk about this, I'm recalling it now. This season, there's sort of alliance blocks, and there's people it's kind of a web of alliances. And even now, I don't think there's an alliance with more than 3 people on it, unless I'm forgetting. So it's really interesting with 8 people left. We still haven't had a schism. And I like that. I like the fact that it's a web. It's not just a bunch of floaters following one person, as much as Glow thinks everyone's just following Dustin blindly. It's actually a web of people working together. And it's been really interesting and fun to watch. And also the Ken Jennings effect. I thought maybe somebody would win 2 in a row. I certainly didn't think Dustin or anybody would win 4 out of 5 with 2 doubles. So that is wild. Okay. Last but not least, before I get to the rules, to the Golden Power Veto competition, I have moved, and the house guests already know this, but I have moved my penis, I mean the penis-shaped button, from the diary room into the living room. Because there's only one house guest left who has yet to play their Colossal Advantage, so they will go unopposed when they push the button. So I've moved the button to the living room, so that house guest, if you wish to play your Colossal Advantage for the next Golden Power Veto competition, you have until 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight, and you can do it publicly by pushing the button in the living room in the main chat because you're the only one. Nobody else can negate that, so you have free reign to do whatever you want with it. Okay, now let's get to the rules to the Golden Power Veto competition. So, the competition is live. It is on Zoom. And there are 3 times for it. There's Friday tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or Sunday 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Because I'm going to a party Saturday night. Lindsay is having a party, Lindsay from Season 4, and I'm bringing Krispy Kreme donuts. There's a new Krispy Kreme at Bloor and Jane. So excited because I think I said the spiel yesterday, but there's a Krispy Kreme at Bloor and Jane. I'm so excited for this. Yeah. So, and I love, before, when they had the red velvet donut, Curtis was like, I will forget everything about cheesecake, but I will remember that Cheesecake Factory got rid of the Nutella cheesecake. And everybody also agrees about the TikTok cheesecake thing that nobody can eat 33 slices in 24 hours. Like, they would just kill themselves. Even one is too much at once. Anyway, the times are Friday 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Sunday 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you do not have a preference, please vote for Friday at 9 p.m. so we can get it over with and we can all enjoy our weekend. The competition is called Big Brother Exploding Blackjack. And here's how it works. Blackjack is a recurring competition that I've had in some seasons past. It was won in Season 1 by Aton, Season 3 by Alvin, and in Season 5 by Brazil, I believe. Double checking, and I believe it was her. Yes. Sorry, Brazil. So I always change Blackjack to make it interesting. And actually, in Season 5, it was Ballsy Blackjack, and Brazil and Chantel were dueling it out for a very long time. That was actually a good competition. I always change up the rules to Blackjack, though. This week, we are combining Blackjack with this season rather, with the Silent Auction. So, I have removed from a standard deck of cards the 10s. So we have Ace through 9, Jack, Queen, King, and 2 Jokers, which makes 50 cards. Okay? I will, one at a time, show a card to the house guest live on Zoom. Queen, which is worth 10. And in Blackjack, you want to get to 21. Aces are either 1 or 11. Face cards are 10. All the other cards are the number on the card. When I put in this, when I say the card is a queen, the house guest must privately message me with a bid for how much they're willing to spend for it. You each have 500 Trudeau toonies, because Trudeau likes titties, so TT for short. So you each have 500 TT. You can bet or wager, or bid, it's a silent auction. You can bid as many as you like, but bear in mind you only have 500 for the entire competition. The highest bidder in the silent auction will get the queen to go towards their hand. In the event of a tie, whoever submitted first gets the card. That would give you a 10, and then we will go to another card, a 2, and that whoever bids the highest will get it, and another card, and so on and so on. The object is to get as many 21s or blackjacks as possible. But, house guests, there's of course a twist to this. You cannot go over or bust, so if you're sitting on a 20, you have to wait for an ace and pray you get the ace. So make sure, and if you wish, you can count cards by using pen and paper. You are allowed pen and paper, but you are not allowed to speak to other house guests in chat. If you wish to shop talk, you may, but you cannot speak to other house guests in private chat or in alliance chats. I'm also going to ask that the 2 people not playing in the veto do not chat whatsoever in main chat or in private chats while the competition is happening. So yeah, there is, however, a twist to this. So there are obviously 2 jokers. Here's one of them. When I draw the Joker will explode. And you don't want the Joker because it will jizz all over you, and the Joker has gonorrhea, so you don't want that. You must bid as high as possible. The 5 highest bids will pay the amount that they bid and stay in the game. The lowest bidder on the Joker gets the Joker, they get gonorrhea jizz on them, and they are eliminated entirely. So there are 2 Jokers, and each time a Joker is drawn, the lowest bidder is eliminated. Everybody else pays whatever they bid. At the end of the competition, the person who has the most blackjacks or most 21s will win the golden power of Veto. And in the event of a tie, we will go to a tie-breaking question where the answer is a number and the person closest to the number without going over will win it. Okay, I think I said everything. If I forgot something, I will put it in the main chat. And if you have any questions, please ask, because this one will be tight. It will be 30 to 40 minutes, and we obviously only have 30 to 40 minutes on my Zoom Basic account. Okay, is everybody ready? Now it's time to get to the nomination ceremony. Hello everyone, it's me, Dustin, aka Robert Henson from Grace and Frankie. I am the best character, clearly, from Grace and Frankie because I've won 4 head of households and I am doing the best of this game. Saul could never. Grace could never. Did any of these people make jury? No. What was the other one? Oh, Frankie did make jury. But anyway, so no, Grace made jury, Frankie didn't. But anyway, they saved the best for last, which is me. That's what Henry VIII. That was a famous line from Henry VIII. He saved the best for last. When you had to decide who to divorce, who to behead, and who to die, let me save the best for last and let them eat cake. Anyway, it is my responsibility as head of household to nominate 2 of my fellow house guests for eviction. I will read the names of the 5 house guests who are safe, and then the 2 nominees. Gina, you are safe. Zachy, you are safe. Jonathan, you are safe. Alex, you are safe. This leaves Davey, Curtis, and Penny. 1 of you is safe, 2 of you are nominated. Curtis, you are safe. Which means Dustin has nominated Davey and Penny for eviction. Let's see what Dustin has to say. My nominations are Davey and Penny. To be clear, neither of you are my target, as my target should be no surprise. However, I do know that you 2 are close with Obama, and I can't honestly see a way to work with anyone who's working with him, as he made it clear I'm his #1 target. Best of luck in the veto. This nomination ceremony is adjourned. Okay, so Dustin has nominated Davey and Penny for eviction, but made it very, very clear in that nomination speech that he's trying to backdoor Curtis. It's rare that a head of household openly admits that they're trying to backdoor someone. It's ballsy, but that's the game that Dustin's playing, and we love him for that. So I'm very curious now. The stakes are high in this veto lottery because Curtis obviously wants to play, and Dustin obviously wants him not to play. So we'll see what happens. So Davey and Penny are nominated for eviction. However, the Golden Power Veto can still change the nominations. Only 6 house guests will play in the Golden Power Veto competition. The head of household, Dustin, the 2 nominees, Davey and Penny, and 3 players selected in a random draw. We're going to use the wheel because there's 8 house guests, but if I land on Dustin, Davey, or Penny, they will get to choose a house guest to play with them, a la house guest choice. This is the Veto Lottery. This is so exciting. So excited. I love the wheel. The wheel is so exciting. Okay, so very, very important Veto Lottery because Dustin has admitted he is trying to backdoor Curtis. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure this is good. Okay, is everybody ready? Here we go. The first house guest playing in the Golden Power Veto competition is... of course, Dustin, you get to choose a house guest to play with you. For fuck's sake, like, what the hell is with this wheel? It's not even the same Dustin wedge it landed on yesterday. Next up, we have... I swear to God. It's almost to the point where it's not fun anymore. Gina! You're playing in the Golden Power Veto competition. I almost did that again. And finally... Okay. I'm gonna spin it really hard to try to get away from this whole area. Oh, my finger slipped. And there we go. Alex is playing in the Golden Power Veto competition. So Dustin got his way, and look at how close it was to Curtis. Ooh, that was close, Curtis. Wow. If I had one more Wheatie for breakfast. Or if I didn't use so much energy in jerking off before I did this video. So, playing in the Golden Power Veto competition is Dustin, Davey, Penny, Gina, Alex, and a house guest selected by Dustin, and that actually only gives you 3 options, which are Curtis, which you're not going to do, Zachy, and Jonathan. So please do that quickly, Dustin. So, with that said, tomorrow is Extra Whip, where Glow will dish the dirt with myself, Michael, Corey, Rhonda, and Joanne. And Sunday, who will win the Big Brother Exploding Blackjack Golden Power Veto competition? Monday's Golden Power Veto ceremony. Tuesday, the final 2 nominees will plead their case, and we will have the final luxury competition of the season, and Joanne's recipe. And Wednesday is the next live eviction and head of household competition, where another house guest will be evicted from the Big Brother Cheesecake 8 house, get impeached from Congress, and lose their shot at the $800 cash prize. I'm Andrew Shestak-Moonves. Take care, and remember, bad officials are the ones elected by good citizens who choose not to vote. Good night.